Halloween, almost, kind of. Welcome to the Death Battle Cast. That is what this show is usually called. Sometimes also called Absolute Chaos. Yep. I'm Ben. I'm the voice of Wiz.
I'm Sam. I'm a writer.
I'm Tori. I'm a catechist.
Oh, God.
I'm a lawyer.
That's true. I'm Chad. I play Boomstick. I'm really distracted by whatever's going on with your tail.
What do you mean?
It's shaking. It's like it's looking
This is my
at me.
tail.
It's shaking?
This is my tail.
That's
Why?
your tail.
God.
Why is
I'm
it?
just sitting on it.
Okay.
Where's Nick?
Oh, and here comes Nick.
Oh my God.
God, that is not good, dude. Oh.
All right.
Christ.
If the first thing you do is not just cover him in dicks, you're doing it wrong. You can tweet those to @thenervousnick.
What's up, everyone? Are you ready to do a podcast?
God, the clown nose part.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
A lot of palaces.
Wait, Nick, stand up right now again real quick.
Oh, you want me to stand up?
Stand up, yeah. All right. Now, please completely chroma him out of the shot so that just the clown boxers.
Yeah, wait. Hold your hands out off. There you go. Yeah.
There we
Now
are.
just take it out.
Just giving him a moment.
Give
Okay.
him that freeze frame.
Oh!
No!
Oh,
Fuck!
Is that Elijah Wood?
That's great.
no! You have given broadcast free reign to make you anything they want.
Yep, I sure have.
But real talk, is that Elijah Wood?
I think
That is,
so.
yeah.
Hold on,
it
let me
is.
make myself as white as possible. Oh, wait, never mind. All right, I'm
Okay.
Welcome. Welcome to a very special 100th Death Battle Cast. We did it, everybody.
We did.
We survived.
Yeah, and thanks to our sponsors.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
to our sponsors,
Yeah.
Dollar Shave Club and PUBG Mobile, for sponsoring this whatever's happening here. We
This is a
really
podcast.
appreciate them, and we will have some special deals you can get with them later on in the show. Chad, you also have something.
It's actually from broadcast. First of all, I just want to say we got a bunch of great stuff to talk about today. We got a ton of videos and clips to show. We're basically going to talk about 100 death battles, share some stories. It's going to be a good time. And of course, because of a good time, broadcast wanted to celebrate our 100th episode achievement. It's quite
Aw.
nice of them.
Hey,
so
that's
they've
sweet.
rigged up this gigantic. Oh, we even have a drum roll.
a drum
Love it.
roll.
It's got a little hat.
Yes.
This is looking.
Did you put hats
It's
on
a pumpkin.
now?
Yeah, everybody put that.
Oh.
We got a cake.
All right. Thank you, broadcast.
Oh my God. Thank you, broadcast. No, seriously, these guys.
That's awesome.
Fucking awesome.
You guys should, at times, like, cycle
Despite
through to get some
Chad trying to fuck their day up almost
Yeah,
every
like-
time.
I mean,
he thinks
there's
he's
your
achievement hunter.
Yeah.
I lost my hat.
Oh.
That's why it's got a thing.
yeah.
This is why I'm nice to them.
Can I get a
Because
part
I
in that too?
appreciate what they do.
There's one right in
Have
front of you.
one.
If you
I'll,
can't see it.
I'll help you.
My vision
Wait, no,
is
give
very
him the
limited.
green one.
Yeah, give me the
Oh,
green
yes,
one.
the green one. It's great.
Chad, can you hand the green one over to him?
It's only thin.
Wait, green what? Oh, the green hat.
Only one way you can do that.
All right.
All right.
Awesome.
We'll see what stage this is at and if it's been shooken up or where we're at with this.
Oh, it's shook. It knows it.
Because this is going to be nothing but head
Damn it.
Oh.
right now.
It's the opposite of Chad's night.
Oh.
Damn.
Yikes.
But it's what you
You're
can
just
find Sam
after
doing
Chad.
every Saturday.
You are after Chad today.
It was just fun.
This is going to be interesting.
This is great.
You hear the Brook laugh from the back? Way fucking
Way up.
delayed. Like,
Thank you guys for being with us for 100
What's
episodes
happening
of this
here?
as well.
That
That's a
doesn't look
magic
like.
trick. Eventually, this will turn
That
into
doesn't look
beer.
like beer.
Someone
One of
help.
these.
Sweet foam.
Oh my God. If all four of them are like that, it's gonna be great.
We're just getting through the head right now.
Yes. There's one more. One more cup.
It's just,
Actually, there's technically 5 more cups.
we'll get there eventually.
Okay.
But
gonna
not
be
right
fine.
now.
It's gonna be great.
what else do we have?
All right.
Get on while he's doing a beer.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure out the beer situation as this goes on.
Ooh, milk.
Milk?
It's still beer-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually
fine.
it'll
I
Whatever.
see him having a time down there.
We've got some special videos to show and talk about today, including
That one's closer
the.
to beer.
Ooh, I'll take that one.
That one's closer to beer.
Give it a moment. Yeah, this is what we're, and this is the rest, and this is the rest of the podcast. Wait, I just realized I poured 5, but we don't need 5. 'Cause Nick-
Somebody can have the second.
Oh,
I've
sure.
got-
You literally can't even drink.
Ah.
Yeah, what are you
I'll
gonna
just-
do?
It's like Pepsi Man, where you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
have this
Yeah.
weird
You'll
void
broadcast.
form.
On me. You ready for this? For thousands. Wait, you might
the wrong-
want to. You
it's
might
the
want
wrong-
to chroma key something. You might want to get something right. You want to do this right.
Yeah, the wrong zipper.
No, you're not gonna get him.
You're not gonna.
Let him do it.
Just
happening?
do it.
I. Well, this is
I'm so
this is
terrified.
way cooler. There's nothing going on underneath. I just.
If you could have put that lower,
That's so cool.
Nick, you're a turtle now.
Yeah.
What you've always
transitioned.
wanted.
It's happening.
Yes.
Wait.
This is great.
his wife's not gonna be happy about this.
Where are the arms? I gotta position. This is like inverted controls to the extreme. I don't even know which arm is which anymore. Whatever.
You're getting,
You did it. You're a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
You are a turtle.
I'm a
Great.
turtle. Sweet.
Nice job.
You're like that wall puzzle on the Japanese game shows when they have to,
Yeah,
fit
I have to
your
go
body
through the
through it.
shapes. All right, we do
We got a lot of stuff, yeah.
have the original pilot episode to share.
Ooh.
We're kicking things off with, right?
Yeah, just because I want to spend this episode kind of talking about the history of Death Battle and our experience going through 8 years of this show from start to finish. Because we've got a lot of interesting stories and fun stories and depressing stories.
Why'd you look at me
but,
and smile?
Well, we'll see.
You singled
But-
me out.
Just look at Nick.
But
I object.
this pilot episode is actually the second pilot episode. We have shown the original one, the Who Would Win episode, way back in our stream for Boba Fett vs. Samus Remastered. And that was the one that was just me talking.
Yep.
And it's the one I threw together real fast to try to pitch this idea. This was the first, episode that was meant to show what Death Battle was going to be. So it's got the original boomstick voice, the original Wiz voice, the original transitions. This is what we showed to Revision 3 way back when
It
we
sounds
worked with them.
awesome.
So let's go ahead and bring that up, and we can just chat about it. As we
I'm
watch.
already cringing at my
This is
voice.
gonna be awful.
I'm Boomstick.
It's gonna be wonderful. Intro that I put together.
The fucking Mortal Kombat music?
Yes. The original Death Battle theme.
Can we play this?
I really wanted to. Well,
Sure can.
I mean that's the entire pilot. So.
The Bounty
Yeah, the original
Galactic
Death
Pirates
Battle,
of
like
living
themes and stuff like that. There was a lot of
Blow
Mortal
shit
Kombat
up for
inspiration.
cash. A prime example is Boba Fett, the most feared
there's
bounty
our
hunter in the
voices.
galaxy. But don't forget Samus Aran. She's so
Yeah,
badass,
you're-
whole planets explode
I
when
hate
she's
to
done
fly.
with
Very
them.
different.
I'm Wizard, and I'm Boomstick. And it's
Wizard.
our job
Wizard.
to analyze the
Wizard.
weapons,
Yeah,
armor,
for the
and
first-
skills of these
Are you a
two
wizard?
beastly killers
Liz-
and
no,
answer the
not
most
lizard,
important
wizard.
No,
questions
that's
of
not-
the
are you
book.
wizard?
Which of these two warriors
Yes.
would win?
For the first
a
20 or so
death battle?
episodes, Wiz called himself
Boba
Wizard,
Fett is
and
well
Boomstick
known
would just
for his
refer to him
cunning,
as Wiz.
ruthlessness, and
So
brutality.
it would
But
be
his
like
killer
a
instinct
nickname kind of
relies
thing.
on
But
his diverse
eventually,
arsenal
I
of
guess Wiz
death.
just decided
Plus, he wears
to
the
screw
most
it
badass
and
space
just
suit
call himself
ever.
Wiz
That's
just to
no
make it
ordinary
easier.
spacesuit, Boomstick.
But yeah,
That's Fett's
the Boomstick
Mandalorian
voice, how
armor,
long-
which is
Ordinary
nearly
spacesuit.
indestructible.
How long did it
Plus,
take you to
containing a
get to the
microenergy field
Boomstick
for
voice as we know it
dispersing
today?
impact.
As we know it today, a long time. But
it
you get to watch it just get progressively better. Like, that's the whole season goes on. But this was way before. This was before I was even really doing a voice. It was just like, try to do hardcore voice, you know?
And I noticed that in this pilot, my voice as Wiz is actually more like what it would eventually become than in the original episode. Because after I made
From a vocal
this,
tone, yeah, not the inflection on everything.
yeah, like in the actual first episode, I sounded more like Boomstick. And we got a lot of critiques about how we sounded like the same person. So I started out much deeper than this and then eventually got back to basically what this is, but a little bit different. Of course, my voice, Wiz's voice, is much less strenuous than the Boomstick one, which it took you a while to figure out how to do it, like, what are you looking for? One of these?
No, I was looking at your beer is a totally different color.
Oh, it is. That's weird.
Yours is closer to beer.
You have the Omni beer.
Cool, I got the lucky one.
How come that one is like green?
Don't worry about it.
But, what was the inspiration for the Boomstick voice?
The original inspiration for the Boomstick voice was, so, you know, we knew he was going to be a weapons expert, and I just immediately was like, oh, let's make him kind of rednecky, that'd be fun. And my inspirations were Adam Baldwin, because he played like a character like Jane Cobb from Firefly, and then he also played that one character in Chuck. And then also Sarge from Red vs. Blue. And there's another one that I can never remember, because there were always three that I would say from way back, but I can never remember what the third one was. But kind of threw all it together and then made that the Boomstick voice.
Were all those for the original voice, or just like kind of as Boomstick?
No, those are what I had in mind when I did the original voice. I just got better at it.
Gotcha. All right. Because I do think, like, you go back and watch the original episode, and the first, like, 10 episodes or whatnot, and you come back to more modern episodes, our voices are so much different, the way we talk about things is so much different, like, the characters evolve drastically
Yeah.
over the first 2 seasons, especially.
Yeah. The boomstick voice also changed because the original way I did it, like, really shredded my voice, and then I found a different way to do it that wouldn't shred my voice as much. And then it was just, over the time, getting better at doing delivery in that silly voice. So yeah, I mean, I hear some of the older stuff, and it's just like, oh, God.
I'll get ready for the first ever fight.
Yeah.
Also, these door transitions, yeah, those existed from the very beginning, unintentionally borrowed from Robot Wars that I watched as a kid. Didn't even realize that until I think like a
Oh, it was on
live
a cast.
I
You figured
realized
that out,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So this version of the pilot, the second pilot, the fight is actually pretty similar to what it ended up being for the final episode. But man, remember the health bars?
Yeah.
Health? Oh, I totally forgot about this.
Oh.
So
Action like this, the reason Tori doesn't work on this anymore, because you could never hope to top it.
Man,
This part,
would've
here
kept-
comes Samus.
I was so proud
You
of
were
this
so
shot.
proud. You got us all gather around, and I remember all we were like, "Oh shit, nice!"
Depth of field. Oh my God.
I mean,
Causing
yeah,
blur keyframes.
when it's 8
Wow.
years ago, like,
Yeah, totally.
most shit sucked 8 years ago. Yeah.
And Sam
Like, if I
Casey
saw
still does.
anything on YouTube 8 years ago that was like somebody put 5 minutes of effort in, I was like, wow.
Sneaky, sneaky ball.
Never see it coming.
No, I'm pretty sure Boba Fett has like 360-degree vision, but whatever.
yeah, that's the funny thing about that, right? She leaves screen right, she sneaks up on him, screen left, and then reappears on screen right.
You know what's fun about that death? This was the first time we got like angry comments about like, that's not how that should have worked. You forgot something. Boba Fett's armor is cold resistant. It shouldn't have been frozen. And that's when we got to explain the difference between something that's cold resistant and cold proof.
Yep.
What I'm wearing right now is cold resistant.
Cold proof.
Can't freeze.
Cold proof.
Cold. You can't be this thing that is an objective difference from person.
I was,
Never be
I was thinking about it. I was like, that sounds weird. Cold proof.
Cold proof.
So the idea behind the health bars was, when I was first making this, I realized that I would not be able to make an animation nearly as epic as something Torian can make.
I tried.
So I figured that maybe, at the most, it would be like a Pokemon battle. And the tension would be in the health bars going down, regardless of what I could put on screen. Then I did Akuma vs. Shang Tsung. And I made like a DBZ fight in the air. And I was like, this is just fucking fun. Like, the health bars are really just kind of taking away from the action.
Yeah.
So no more health bars after this.
Plus, there was another thing that you had to do.
Also,
It actually took way longer than you would think for health
also
bars.
that kind of unintentionally set up like who you think is gonna win, and then if you do like a switcheroo, then one health bar that was winning goes all the way down.
Yeah.
You're like, ah, fuck that.
There would get a point where it would start to become predictable,
Yeah.
or just kind of annoying.
See.
Or just
Yeah,
even when like the
now.
ending's coming, kind of like
Yeah.
a show that has a timer.
Better? It's improved.
Okay.
That's still rough, man.
I mean, we just got to keep drinking until we get to the
Yeah,
good stuff.
like
Yeah, champ up.
come
yeah.
on.
Wow. Okay.
Go,
Everybody, make
go,
sure you can get
go,
through
go,
a glass.
go.
You're almost
I'm
done.
done.
I already got. I'm doing my part. Here.
Oh, let me get
This
that.
will be the sacrificial one.
The shack. That's shack.
Oh, see, there you go. This is going good now. Here, come here.
Yes.
Bring me.
All right.
You guys
bars are
keep
fun.
talking.
I like it.
Yes. But as I was saying, the battles. When I first started, I had like no battle experience or no animation experience whatsoever.
No
Never
battle
been in a
experience.
fight, believe me.
I had, I had no idea how battle would work.
Have you ever been in a fight?
An actual fight, like real life
Like an
fight?
actual fight?
Like in school or something?
I don't think so.
What?
Really?
Not like a
I
fight.
haven't.
Figured
Mine,
someone
so
would have
I'm
tried.
not
No, I'm just kidding.
Someone try.
You have a brother,
I've been-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sibling
mean,
fights are, yeah, I mean, that's
we've done
counts?
sibling fights, but I don't know if I would consider that like a real fight. But I mean, I've been punched. I've taken a punch, but I've never like engaged in battle with
You've been
somebody.
punched? Who punched you?
Oh, was it the Goku kid?
Well, there was that.
Yeah, there was that.
Yeah. Somebody tried punching me at a convention once. It was fun explaining to a police
in the
officer what
shoulder
death
or
battle
something,
was
right?
like.
Yeah.
No, it was in the back, and the first one was in the arm, and the second one was in the back.
Have you ever punched
I never-
anyone?
Chad, do you know how to cake?
I don't really. I don't ever
Not
mess with cakes.
like legitimately, not like
Okay.
trying to
Okay.
attack
Person.
somebody. No, but the point is, when Death Battle first started, did you fill up my glass? That's
Yeah, it's that one.
The point is, when Death Battle first started, I had no experience with animation, so I was basically learning as I went. And eventually,
These are awful.
we managed to find actually decent animators, like Torian over here.
Who also did not have any animation experience for a while. I don't know why you hired me.
We just hired you on a whim. Like, this guy could probably figure it out. Whatever.
Do you remember your first check?
Yes.
That's probably why we hired you. You were able to accept that. It was probably not great.
It was like, because I was already working like 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So then I got like the little freelance check, like, oh man, this is gonna be, oh man, this is great. Because on top of like 2
Yeah.
jobs, I was
You got an extra
living in
$200
Ireland.
bucks.
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
More than that.
It was a
Why?
little more than that.
Yeah, the tail is very provocative. It is.
Oh, Jody,
It's awful.
Why?
It's like it watches you.
Why?
Watch it.
Well, Chad, you had mentioned that you'd be curious to see what the latest Death Battles animation was like when stacked up against
Yes.
the original one, Mario
did.
versus Sonic,
Yep.
the old versus the new.
Oh man.
Let's go ahead and bring up that video and make fun of my animation for a while.
Yep. That's what this whole show's for.
Yep. So they're about the same length each.
Really?
But yeah.
Holy shit.
But one gets started way faster just because I didn't know what I was doing with animation. But
But you can
damn.
already tell from the pilot you just watched, Ben learned a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Biggest lesson
I
is-
won't deny that.
Yeah.
Like,
Biggest lesson is hire somebody else.
Yeah.
like when animating myself, like I knew I couldn't make something quite as flashy as a Torian or Blind Ferret could do. So I just really focused on presentation, making sure that it at least felt fun
Yeah.
to watch.
No, that's cool.
But you know,
You definitely made it
compared
epic.
to-
Look at your little slow-mos and your cuts.
that was just to set, like, to add time. Like, I knew I wouldn't be able to make a big fight in the week that I had to make this whole thing. So
You made it feel like it
I
was
was
a
like, I
big
need
fight.
to feel like it
Over the
lasts a
shoulder.
while.
Man,
So
it
let's do
looks
this.
it looks like all those like weird Sonic fan sprite things.
That
you
is
see
exactly.
flying.
That's because it is.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. All the bombs in the volcano.
That's cool.
Yeah. Just have
Teach me how to cake, wise one.
They sat there
Oh.
for like a long time.
We're fixing it.
Oh, see, we have someone who actually knows how to cake.
Yeah, that's.
Weren't you guys like 19 and in college at some point?
No,
I drank liquor.
no,
I skipped that. Year.
I did not go to college
You went to college.
for like a month.
No.
Yep.
You're
The
right,
impor-
like a month and 2 weeks.
There we go. Okay. All right. Was that fixed?
We're gonna find out.
Sonic's drowning.
I told you.
So, when planning out a Mario and Sonic fight, like,
See?
I've talked about how there's just so much stuff to fit into one of these fights, and you can kind of see just based on the differences of how power-ups are used
Yeah.
throughout it,
Yeah.
and how quickly some power-ups are
You're-
kind of like forced through in the fight. That it's just tough to fit everything
He's just
in.
standing there.
Yep. There's
Yeah.
the difference. Like right now, they're just back on like donut planes, and then on the other side, they're in space,
space.
blowing up the moon.
Yeah.
Well, the big climax in this one, in the original one, was kind of like underwater, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they were just kind of on a plane, mainly because I ran out of time. Like you can really tell from this point on, I just did not have time to finish this up.
He just stood there.
Yeah. Like Mega Mario's little transition back to normal Mario is terrible.
Look at
Because I was
how
like,
long.
this fight literally goes up in like an hour, so I got to finish this.
Look how long you have Mario running back.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Exactly.
that's crazy.
Oh, no, normal. The original was longer.
Yeah, slightly longer. Mainly
Oh
because
no!
of
Oh no!
tricks to make it longer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Longer.
I thought we cut him in half.
That was even violent.
I think.
He would have been.
Yeah.
He had 3D.
A long way.
It would have been cut in half
Long
if
way.
I had time to finish what I wanted to do, basically. But
That's
damn.
the story of early death battles.
Yeah.
I
A
could,
lot.
We had
I
time.
could eat this beer.
Go for it.
Eat.
Oh.
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 It's fine. It's not like he's acting like beer foam's the worst thing in the world. Like this life, I still am having a beer.
Actually, no.
Wasn't
Give
It's
me
like
like
coming out of
it's
the
the
that
world.
one. Give me that one.
I was trying to be a rabbit.
It looks
flying
like
squirrel.
the ooze that made the Ninja Turtles, especially when I hold
That's
it right
just
here.
the
and it looks
blue
all
light.
green. I know it is.
Yeah.
I know it is.
The historians are like, oh, it's been sitting here. I'm sorry, man.
It's all
Gotta
good.
fill it up.
I have 2 glasses
Um,
from Catechism.
yeah.
Holy shit. It's worse than before. That made it worse.
It's like a milkshake.
Son of
Meanwhile,
a bitch. This is gonna
I
be
don't
so
have
You
this
think it
problem
will
with, like,
bring
canned
any
soda.
boys to the yard though?
I am so tempted to spray you with this.
I mean, if you want to buy me a new fucking fur coat, you can go for it. Like,
Ooh.
Is that your
What are you?
well, we were gonna do this
You're a rich
thing, right,
motherfucker,
where we were
that's
gonna make fun of like rappers and like, cause do you know who Post Malone is?
Heard the name.
And do you know who Macklemore is?
Heard the name.
So we were gonna go. Austin was gonna be pre-Malone, and then I was gonna be Macla-less. But like instead, I just ended up with a fur coat from a thrift store. So now I'm here. I guess it's Macklemore. I don't fucking know, dog. Like
You should keep that.
Halloween's fucking stupid. I'm like the one person in the world that doesn't like this holiday.
Oh, really?
You have to dress up. I hate like. I mean,
I'm not a big fan either.
If Halloween was like, hey, you could either like do a costume or like a nice suit, it'd be like great holiday. I love wearing suits, but
you
like
could just
this
wear a
is
suit
just
whenever.
I don't know.
C-Spot dinner in the chat just says you're being yourself.
Yeah,
Same as
pretty
just
much.
came as
Like,
you.
Yep.
yeah.
if it were socially acceptable for late 20s, early, mid, late 30s people to get trick or
Oh, shit, it's me! Oh, yes! Oh,
So wait,
no. Oh, that's great. Look.
if it were socially acceptable for us to still go trick-or-treating.
Nick, zip up your face and become catechist.
Oh,
Line it up first. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up first.
I'm going!
What?
I'm trying not to cut my nose off in this
Zip
thing.
the nose.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's doing some weird things. All right, now you just gotta line. There it is.
Yeah,
there we
you
go. He's here.
Catechises.
Nice.
Catechi.
Lift up your left arm.
Catechi.
Catakai.
All right.
Catapus.
So, just to wrap up this first segment, there's a little video that I put together that I want to share with you guys. And this is going to be super heavy spoilers if you haven't watched
All death battles.
all of it. It's a little video that I like to call 100 Deaths.
Oh, what?
So I want to just bring this.
I wonder what it is.
Let's give it. Let's pull that up.
Or will we?
Maybe
No,
we
they will.
We will.
I got this feeling, don't feel like nothing that I have ever felt before. My heart is beating louder than the weekend, and I'm ready to go, go, go. You know I'm really so ready to go. Our time is coming. Our time is coming.
Deadpool wins.
That was awesome. I was kind of hoping you'd
Oh, yay!
Great job, Ben.
100 of those.
I was kind of hoping you'd accidentally like just spoil the next one. It's just the ending to Sigma Ultron and oh shit!
101 deaths. Oops. Although technically, I believe 115 characters have died in Death Battle because it's like a bunch of Goombas in Koopa versus Goomba, and that was a tie.
3 Ninja Turtles.
There was all three, the 3 Ninja Turtles.
Justin Bieber, Rebecca Black.
And Justin Bieber versus Rebecca Black. We ended up killing both of them.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus, the Jonas Brothers, and some poor 13-year-old driver who didn't know how to drive and killed everybody, basically.
Yep.
And I think there's a couple other like.
yeah, there's a few where there's
Friday.
no victor. Like Sega Sancho, Chuck Norris has no victor. So there's only like 98
yeah, that's
winners, I think, right?
Although
Yeah, you gotta subtract.
theoretically in Sega de Sancho, Chuck Norris, they might have killed everybody. I don't know what happened.
Infinite deaths.
Yeah.
Infinite.
Yeah, who knows?
But who won?
Man,
We'll never know.
it's been a wild ride, guys. 100 episodes.
8 years.
Yeah, 7 to almost 8 years. That's crazy to think about. So thank you guys so much for allowing us to do this and for watching. It's a very, very nerdy but fun job. And we've all learned a lot about things that we wanted to learn about.
Many things we didn't. A lot of things we didn't actually.
There's a lot of useless trivia that goes into this show.
Yep.
It's basically
Oh,
Guy Fieri
not
uneating food.
Flavor Town.
It's even worse when it's on the stomach.
Put it on his neck. Put the bow tie on his neck. Oh, never mind.
Put the bow tie on his neck? Oh,
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Wait.
all right.
Wait. Oh, if I can only become Guy Fieri. Goodbye!
Oh shit!
Nick can't give anything a bow tie.
This is great.
If
Why
Guy
don't you
Fieri
wear
was
this
told
all the
so.
time?
Yeah.
I don't know because well, first
way
of all,
better
we
than
can't
you.
green screen. Ow!
I'm just kidding.
Ow!
Can we just have Guy Fieri on the podcast? Like he's just sitting here.
No, I don't think he'll come. Also, I wouldn't want to hang out with Guy Fieri.
Really?
Oh no!
No.
Think he sucks?
Well, good news then.
Yeah.
Let's bring out Guy Fieri.
Hey!
Oh.
I'm stuck.
Oh, he is stuck. Oh no.
Oh,
No!
Nick, if you broke that costume.
that's your life
I
now.
didn't.
It's
Chad.
I think his hair is
Yeah, it's
zipper,
in his
though.
hair.
No, he's got his hair.
Oh no!
Okay, his hair and the string to that thing is stuck in the zipper.
That's your
If
life
we could
now.
go in.
This is your life. This is your life.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Yes.
I'm very dizzy. I'm very dizzy.
Well, I think we may or may not have a sponsor to thank for.
I was just about to say, I'd like to thank Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring
Gotta help
this.
You guys gotta give me a
What I'm
second.
doing?
As
help.
Torian is helping him.
That was so funny.
Oh no, it's not your hair. It's the fucking.
Oh, thank God it's not my hair.
I can't.
My nose. Ow!
Sorry.
Ow, my
Hey!
nose!
Shut up.
Just hang on, guys.
There you go.
No. Oh, he's free.
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
What's that?
This is legit stuck on me, though. I can't see. That's just there now.
Yeah, he's stuck.
Well,
I
deal
look
with it.
forward to you returning that to wardrobe and just be like, I'm sorry.
Well, we'll cut the string
And
on the
then pull
fucking
it out.
We'll
party
figure it
now.
out.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
I got it. Cool. Well, hey, let's take a second to thank Dollar Shave Club. Listen, you guys know by now they've been a longtime sponsor of the show. They've got way more than just razors. And I love that Dollar Shave Club has everything I need to look, feel, and smell my best. What I love even more is the fact that I never have to go to the store. I know a lot of people can sympathize. Sam and I especially hate shopping. It's the worst. So anything I can get sent to me and I don't have to go out and do it, thumbs up in my book. And Dollar Shave Club delivers everything that I need right to my door. And guess what? They keep me fully stocked on what I use so I don't run out. And here's how it works. Dollar Shave Club is everything you need to get ready no matter what you're getting ready for. They have you covered head to toe for your hair, your skin, your face, you name it. Sam's like really on this hand cream stuff. Believe me, it's becoming a problem. And they have this new program where they automatically keep you stocked up on the products you used. You determine what you want, when you want it, and it shows up right at your door for once a month to once every 6 months. So really, you can customize it to what's best for you. So if you're not overstocking or understocking, right? That's what I do. And also, let me tell you, about their shampoo. I've been using it. It's the sage and black pepper shampoo. There's many compliments. People are like, oh, you smell really nice. And I'm like, yeah, it's the sage and black pepper shampoo.
You put pepper in your hair?
It's the Dollar Shave Club shampoo. It's the scent is sage and black pepper. It smells really good, and it works really well. And I never have to worry about running out, which that's the thing. Have you guys ever been in the shower and run out of like soap or shampoo? It's the worst.
Yep.
Because like, especially shampoo, because then you just like grab the bar soap and you're just like, nope, we're gonna make this work. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. Plus with their handsome discount, the more you buy, the more you save. And right now, they've got a bunch of starter sets you can try for just $5, like their shower starter set, which includes the shampoo. After that, the restock box ships regular size products at regular price. So what are you waiting for? Get your starter set for just $5 right now at dollarshaveclub.com/cast. That's dollarshaveclub.com/cast. Check it out, guys. Pick up some stuff. As a squirrel, it takes a lot of shampoo.
Is that what you are?
I'm a flying
I
squirrel.
thought you were Eevee from Pokemon.
No, I'm
You're Umbreon. Yeah,
Umbreon.
I saw that
Wait,
you were
where's my
Umbreon. I thought
thing?
that was
I thought you were like a
thing.
gerbil. Or
There we
something.
go.
He's like,
Yes, I'm a
Hamtaro.
flying
There's the flying
gerbil.
squirrel.
Oh, I fucking love Hamtaro.
Yes, he's Hamtaro. All right, now's
The
a good
hams?
now's a good time
Ham dance?
to talk about what's going on.
It's
going
more
on
of
is
this.
You gotta button up your costume. It's breaking the illusion.
Really hot. In
It's
this thing,
breaking
all
the
right?
illusion.
You gotta roll with it, Ben.
I don't know what the fuck you are. Did you take Eevee? Did you take
Cool
Umbreon's
off.
skin?
I skinned an Umbreon and now I'm wearing it.
Cool off with some delicious foam.
Yes, actually, give me more of that. I would love more foam.
Maybe if I can get it from
my
like
God.
a distance.
That's not gonna help at all.
Oh
Will foam help me get out of this
It's not.
party hat?
Let me see. I'll help.
no.
Atticus, I help you.
I just want to say,
at this.
I appreciate
Before
Eric
my
coming to help,
delegation.
but we all witnessed it. He
that
made
what
it
it
way
is?
worse.
Is that what lawyers go
Thank
to?
you, Eric.
A delegation?
He did walk out here and be like, would you guys not like go to college and have fun?
Yeah, and then fucked it up.
All right. So specifically, I want to talk about
I'm sorry.
Just keep
whatever
going.
the
Let
fuck's
them-
happening
let
over there.
them fucking
Whatever.
do
Trying to help
this.
me out of
I
this.
want to talk about some of our memories of Death Battle and the trip that we've all taken here.
No.
Party hat's broken.
I
It's
broke
fine.
it.
It's a fucking like party hat. You'll be all right.
Whatever. It's fine.
We know, Chad. Goddamn. Grumpy pants.
Did you just
Give me
say
this.
Chad?
Yeah, so you did.
Give me
I
the
mean,
hat.
you're both the same.
Give me the hat. Yeah.
You racist!
Yeah. We are both.
We
white
all look
guys,
the
to be
same to
fair.
you, Torian?
Yeah, clearly. Chad, this is not
Truth
the year
revealed.
we get to complain about somebody doing
know.
some race against us.
True.
Roll back, we
I
had our
swear to
time.
God,
It was
I
called everything before
I
now.
swear to God, I legitimately looked at Sam and was like, Chad.
Good enough. Like, it's fine.
He's like, I am a racist. It's awesome. Hilarious.
Except these fucking Tostitos sunglasses. I thought you were Chad.
Are those really Tostinos?
Yeah, it says it on the side. It's great.
Nice.
I've been like secretly enjoying that.
Nice.
People don't mistake us green people for anything. I'm just saying.
Oh shit! except Gandalf. No.
No, wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
Come on, man.
Wait. Kneel down just a little bit.
It's you.
Oh,
Guys, this is like a treasure. It's like a treasure hunt.
it's like a
He can
treasure.
hide anything, wherever he wants, and then Nick has to move around to find it. Clown dick.
Remember when I was like,
I love this thing.
hey guys, let's talk about memories of Death Battle.
We're making new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, what was going on?
What is
We
going
already
on?
did that.
No, that's what we're doing.
We ran the
Where we are.
fucking intro,
right. I
but we
thought you were
never
calling
got
for
to
the
what was
intro.
going
What
on.
is going on with your brain?
We posed the question with no answer.
All right, hey,
is
I want to bring up a picture. I want to bring up an old
have the
picture.
He's like, I want to know
Go ahead and
what
bring
the
that
fuck
up.
is going on.
Old picture.
Old picture of us.
Oh
Hey,
God.
Look at that.
Oh,
That popped up on
holy shit!
Facebook
How
the
long
other
is
day.
your hair, Chad?
Yeah, dude. It was a long.
You got a Mountain Dew in your hand? You're such a Chad.
What?
Well, at least he's not such a Sam.
It's the blue one, though. Well, there isn't such a thing. We're not as stereotypical as Chads.
That's
But unless we are
shit.
uncles.
You haven't even commented on the
White
lip ring
meat
yet.
guy.
Damn, that guy like wants to paint his ceiling.
Wait,
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
That
Wait.
guy doesn't own a ceiling yet.
Yeah, but now he wants to. Yeah, you're.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Did you ever
got
get
it.
your
He's
ceiling?
making fun of you
Did you ever get your
got it.
ceiling painted?
because you're a boring adult now.
Yeah,
Compared to your rambunctious,
the thing
rebellious
about the
youth. I don't
ceiling
know.
wasn't even he needs to
I guess
paint a
it's what it
ceiling. It was because he was complaining that he has to paint his 22-foot high ceiling, and it was
Damn.
just like, That's a complete. It takes the rest of our ceilings to reach that height. Like,
I want to kick
we need to accumulate ceilings to get to that ceiling.
The measure
height.
of a man is
I
determined
got
by
it
the height
painted
of
and
his
it looks
Real
really
quick.
nice.
Well, like if you want to, like,
what you're
let's.
saying?
Oh, you
could
got it
get
painted?
all of us in the whole office and like just ask how high is the highest point of our ceiling, and that will also probably be a good range of where we fall on the income scale.
Damn.
Guarantee it. Ceiling height is
Wait,
like
so your
one of those
income is-
things.
yeah.
It's like how many windows you got in your kitchen. The fact that he's got to count how many windows he got in his kitchen.
I cannot
Two in the
see
kitchen.
out in my kitchen at all.
Y'all even got one? See?
When
yeah.
the smoke is going, I just gotta choke.
Yeah.
This is
Anyway.
Death Battle Memories, not I'm married and we have dual income and we bought a home because
Dude,
we saved.
Guys,
remember that one?
I
Guys,
was just
remember,
saying,
Marry someone.
guys, remember, Death Battle gets billions of dollars, and it all
Yes,
goes to
that's
charity.
again what it is.
Found that out last
Chad's
episode.
hoarding.
I
Billions
did,
of
I
dollars
did
on
steal
flying
a
squirrel
few
outfits.
million
Yeah.
to buy this.
Two
billions
windows in
of
your
dollars.
kitchen.
So, yeah.
Dual
Kegs of
income
foam.
ceiling
Chad, do you know when this picture was taken?
20 years ago.
It's probably 09 or 2010.
I like
So
how
about when Death
y'all-
Battle first started.
8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah,
you-
probably.
This is what we were like.
Did you accidentally dress the same? Or was
I
this
think
from
we
the
did.
merch thing.
I think it was a new shirt.
We had just released, that was called the Simple Tee. We had just released it, and then Ben and I, of course, everyone got one.
Yeah.
And so then Ben and I both showed up with the shirt, and then Corey was just like, oh, look at you twins, because we're both wearing jeans too. So then we were like, haha, we'll ham it up. And yeah, Corey has like a ton of stuff on her Facebook, and so it'll just pop up as like memories, and it's like, you remember 1,000? Because Corey was like one of the first people that I knew that was like, social media is important. We're all like, that's stupid, and then it was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
we should all
She
get
was
it.
I don't think I had a Twitter until she
No.
joined.
She is the one who convinced us
convinced
all
everybody.
to make Twitter.
Yeah.
And then like
The company? Wow, how's
Yes.
it doing for you?
and now I got those ceilings, motherfucker.
Yeah. High ceilings. I mean, I ain't saying shit. My ceiling's quite high these days. I got dual income too with Austin.
Yeah,
We-
Sam's just a hypocrite.
but I don't own it.
You are. He got a fur
no,
coat.
me, my highest ceiling maybe 10 feet.
Yeah, that's a good point,
Maybe
Tori.
10
The
feet.
guy in the fur coat is
got a
giving me
fur
shit
coat.
That's true.
about finance.
Tostitos.
From a thrift store. Okay.
How thrifty
be
is your
You got J's on? Those are expensive.
Yeah, the J's were expensive. but-
Here you go. What does the majority of your money go towards, Sam?
The majority of my money?
Drugs
Rent, food, and bills.
and drugs. Video games?
Okay, outside of that.
Outside of that?
Yeah.
Liquor. Having a good time.
I don't know, man. Outside of that? It's either shoes
games.
or like
People of the
computer
evening.
parts?
food. Like it depends on the month.
parts.
Last month was definitely like I bought a whole computer. Last month
Average
definitely that.
per year.
Bought a whole
Average
computer.
per year? I mean, it's almost entirely food.
Why are you buying so much
Side-
food?
Okay. Anyway.
Children.
What?
No,
Yeah, he's
I mean,
got
well, just
children.
I go to fancy restaurants. That's what I spend my money on.
Fancy
like,
restaurants.
fancy, and then you go on dates and stuff. You gotta
Yeah.
that's expensive.
Dates are
shit.
expensive.
See?
It's
Have you ever-
fuck.
I don't do any of that shit.
What? How did you get married?
I used to. We actually
Here's
He's
the thing.
reached step
Also,
2.
it doesn't. No, like you should still go on dates.
Yeah, like what?
Like
No, let me tell you a story.
You're
You'll
saving
do it.
money in the wrong area.
April and I actually have a date night tonight.
Yeah.
Which we're going after
Oh, where
this,
you going?
I saw
because
your
her in-laws
tweet.
are in. So this is what happens.
Go to
Last
Red
night, we tell Kira, we're like, hey, Grandma and Grandpa are going to be in town. They're going to watch you because Mom and Dad are going to go on a date night. And Kira, like, she's at this age, like, she's pretty quick. And, like, she's discovered she knows how to be sassy and have fun with it. And she's just like, why are you guys going on a date? You're already married. And then I was like, you're right, it's all downhill after that. And then I was like, no, it's important for us to still have time together, yada, yada, yada. And then she literally just goes, you'll regret this.
what?
Just like that, straight up. And we were just like, what? We're like, did you
yeah,
just say
that's
you'll
fucked
regret
up.
this?
That
And she
was-
just starts laughing.
That was the best.
Your daughter
Laughing
is the
or
freaking best.
cackling?
You'll regret this.
I don't know.
Because there's a difference.
Please
You'll
tell me it was
regret
like a
hanging
witch's
out with
cackle.
your wife.
She's just
be
like,
great.
she was just laughing about it.
Can you teach her a witch's cackle so that she starts doing
Oh,
that?
she's like a little actress. I'm telling you, she can ham it up.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it doesn't bode well for a lot of your upcoming years, though.
But she's really shy around new people.
That's
So, yeah, it's only at home. Anyway, I thought you would enjoy that.
Where you going?
Yeah,
Red
it is
Lobster?
funny.
Where you going on your date night?
No, dude, we went to Red Lobster the other day, and man, like all of us got sick. So no.
Oh,
What a
shit.
choice.
Austin.
Christine and I almost
Also,
went to Red Lobster the other day.
We
but
we
decided
live
against it.
in a place that is like circled around being foodies and shit. Like
Yeah.
you have so many great options.
Yeah.
here. Go eat at some of the fucking.
I've never
cool
been to
places
Red
they have.
Lobster.
Go to Cowboy Burger. I think that's what it's called, Cowboy Burger in downtown Austin. You have really good
I
burgers.
did not mean
Okay.
fucking burgers. Are you a puppy dog?
What is it?
Yes.
But what's the hidden message?
What is this?
I can't.
Let's find it.
Eh?
There's
I'm really
nothing.
counting
Is
on
there
a hidden
anything
thing.
hidden?
That's just a cute little
It's just
puppy.
a cute
Okay, it's
puppy.
just a cute puppy.
Great.
Hey, put its eyes as your nipples. Wait, go back.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah,
Ah.
There we go. It's adorable.
Okay, I
It's got
think my
a little
hair's
bow on
actually
its
caught on it
nose.
this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is definitely.
Why do you
Awesome.
keep doing this to yourself?
Because I
We're gonna have to Dollar Shave Club that off.
guess we
Nice.
should. You
All
wanna-
right, guys, we have
worry,
like 15
sponsors.
minutes left, and and there are a couple things I wanted to hit.
We're probably gonna get more than that.
So yeah, we probably will. But I wanted to talk a little bit about our researchers and animators.
Yeah.
Because they're very much like an unsung hero team outside of Torian. Here.
Also,
about to
Torian's not
fuck
laughing
your
about
hair
that. He's
up.
laughing because Nick's hair is caught.
Your hair up. It's a wrap. I'm warning you now. Oh, there you go.
You okay, Nick?
Maybe.
Can you get it open?
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Keep going.
So
how Nick's
first the animators. So ever
Please
since
chroma key that on his
Please
fucking
chroma
face.
key a vagina
No.
over
Oh,
Nick.
yeah.
Dude, I do.
That's all you gotta
No.
do. You did this to yourself.
you willingly came onto this show with a green screen
With
suit.
the green
I trusted you, Brian.
So,
And then if you could just pixelate it, that's all we need.
like a Japanese one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
could just please throw a Japanese vagina.
Some skit maps.
What?
Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah, come on back.
Sexy boomstick.
It's like you're motorboating her.
Wait.
This is great.
Oh gosh, it's like
Are
inverted.
you trying to get in there? It's a picture. Oh.
Oh. Hey.
This is weird.
Okay.
Oh no!
All right.
What
What's
were
going
we
on?
on about?
Okay,
We'll have more fun with
let's
this
talk,
on
let's
Sunday.
talk about the animators.
What's going on?
They
so
are unsung
we have so many awesome animators that I just want to express how much we appreciate all of you if you're watching. Like, we could not be where we are today without so many amazing animators making our battles as awesome as they are. Because the fights for Death Battle, we know that they are the thing that really initially draws people to us. You know, the research may be what people stick around for, but the fights, that's the
And then
really
it's this.
flashy, in that,
And you?
certainly.
The famous
Chad.
Chad?
No, I was just trying to spread squirrel, whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. Just keep going.
Not that. Not that.
Just, yeah,
But,
let him be. He's
like,
getting prepped for his date
Now
night
we
later.
like I kind of consider the animators for Death Battle kind of the rock stars
regret
of the
it.
show
Absolutely.
because they bring the flair, they bring the flash, and they make it just fucking awesome to watch. And one of our animators, the sprite editor, actually, Hyperjerk, who works with Luis and Caius,
Long
Zach,
time community member.
long
time.
Yeah, the rest of our animators on a lot of our episodes. Actually, if you remember any of our most gruesome deaths in Death Battle, like 2D animated sprites, like the Ace's death. Yeah, that was Jerky.
Yeah,
He loves
yeah.
making those super brutal deaths.
Him, there's one, my favorite one is definitely he made a custom sprite for when Sora gets hit by Pit's, it's like his guardian thing.
Yeah.
It's just great.
There's so much good art from Jerky, and he actually has a video that he wants to share about his favorite moment of working on Death Battle, and it's actually a clip from a Death Battle cast where Luis was on, our lead
Chad.
Oh,
animator.
what?
Oh no.
Dude.
Jesus.
We can't
So
trust
while
you
Chad's
with
cleaning that
anything.
up, let's go ahead and bring that video up. Just go to that. You can join in the live chat right now, and Hyperjerk is in it, and he helped you out with that.
Yeah.
Sprite editing.
We gave him a big shout out last week.
Yeah, Hyper Jerk. Like every time Jerky does sprite work for that battle, it's always I always look forward to seeing what he turns in because it's every time he does, it's amazing. I'm just excited just being able to use those sprites and into animations and stuff. It's great.
Well, he says, "Hi Jets, I love you."
Well, I love you too. Which camera am I? We're here. I love you too.
You're an idiot. The red dot. Look where the red goes, and that's where it is.
Okay, cool.
You can see and move.
I love having Luis on the show. It's great. It's like he's experiencing it for the first time every time.
Well, I'm on the podcast every 6 months. So
Yeah.
Literally the second one.
every time I come in, it's what is this magical?
So yeah, Jerky sent that over. We love you guys so much.
Yeah,
All the
you guys have
animators,
really helped
editors.
us.
We wouldn't have a show if there wasn't a fight to base it around. So yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you were wondering, that was me pouring one out in your honor, not making a mistake.
Nice save.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
appreciate- You
for
know
sure.
what? That's why you got the high ceiling.
That's what. That's the new phrase. That's why you get the high.
That's why you got the high ceiling. Saves like that.
Yeah, saves like the time you. No, I'm not gonna bring that up.
What?
Let's go.
Oh well, now we need to know.
You have to know. Like, what are you talking about?
Or we can move on. It's
Okay.
fine. Just leave it as a mystery. I also want to highlight.
Ad read.
I also want to highlight our research
What
team.
you talking about?
Because so the first 2 seasons of Death Battle, or actually no, the first season of Death Battle, it was mainly just me and Chad.
Yep.
And Chad was running. You were running merchandising.
Yeah.
So he didn't really have a whole lot of time to dedicate to like research and stuff like that. So mainly, you would help out every so often when you could, but mainly it was me doing research and then forming an argument for a winner, and then I would take it to you.
Yeah, and then I would, no matter what Ben said, instantly just be like, "You're wrong," and just try and take the devil's advocate side and argue until both of us were like, couldn't bring up any counterpoints, and we were both in agreement, and we're like, all right, there we go.
Actually, do you remember the time that you calculated? You loved the story. I figured you would want to talk about it.
Much. Yeah.
The time that you calculated the weight of humanity.
Do you know what I'm most mad about that? That I didn't save the number. That's what I'm mad about. I wish I had that so I could at least it could have been worth something, but I was so disgruntled because we were trying to figure out Goku's ki. Ben's like, oh, well, there's a time in GT where he has to teleport everybody off of the Earth.
This was before Super came out.
Right, before Super came out. And he's like, teleport everybody off of the Earth. And that could be a good idea of like how much his ki could like physically lift, right? What could be the physical impact of that? And we're like, okay. And so I break it down by like region, by sex, by adult, child, like everything to like what's the average weight for all of these different categories and all these different things. And I'm like stoked.
We added animals too.
Yeah, and I also would like to say that we are, I don't know, how many weeks are we into Goku versus Superman? We've gone through like multiple script revisions. I remember specifically, Ben and I were on Skype when I'm doing this because.
I was at the office like late every night.
Yeah.
So I remember Skyping.
You were like texting me and I was like, well, I'm trying to figure this out. And so like I go in and I remember getting on my computer and I get on Skype and Ben and I are talking and I'm calculating all this stuff. And like, so as I'm going through, he's looking at some other stuff and I'm just like, dude, I got it. I have it. I've calculated the collective weight of humanity. And then he just goes, oh, you know what? Actually, Goku also like teleported off like a bunch of dinosaurs and shit. So we can't really calculate that. And I was just like, clear. I just remember I had it on a calculator and it was just clear. And then I closed everything and I was just like, I'm done. Like that's it. That's it for tonight.
Because I was scanning through and I found this scene where there's just a bunch of dinosaurs huddled up, like scared, and Goku walks up and just touches them and instant transmissions them out. And I was like, well, shit. Sorry, Chad.
It fucking sucks. So
yeah,
bad.
but research, even with just the two of us, was difficult. Like, that's probably the most difficult part. Or at
That's
least,
the most difficult part.
yeah, difficult part.
That's the most difficult part.
Like, animation is certainly time consuming, but research is difficult because there's so much that goes into it in terms of like interpretation, making sure that it's understandable, being able to present it in a way that everybody understands. There's so much going on.
Yeah,
with it.
and before we go where you're going, real quick, hardest/worst fight to research for you guys. What was it?
Ragnar is a so bad guy.
I know that.
That was a trip to jump into the deep
Zoro Urza probably just because it's One Piece fairy tale and it's
I
just
felt so bad for you when you.
so much shit on either side to like literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes on either side. So it's just fucking difficult, especially when something like when you look and you're like, oh yeah, I'll just look at the manga for this, and you're like, oh, 1,000-something chapters, like fuck, like that's just it's just difficult, you know.
I know Ragnar versus Soul Bad Guy is yours, but I would probably say Ichigo, Naruto.
That was a very close
too.
second. The only reason I put Ragnar Soul Bad Guy as a tougher time than that is because, hey Catechus, because I had to do it largely on my own.
Yes. That was your second battle ever, I think, or third?
It was in the first 5, I think.
Did
Yeah.
we really do that to him?
Yep. Well, no,
sure
because
did.
remember, so Nick joined on in season 2, and we gave him Batman versus Captain America for his first battle because
Which was
we were like,
fine.
Right.
we've already done Batman, so I could help him out a lot with that, and he could take Captain America, and we would like team up on it.
Yep.
And then the next battle, we were like, let's
versus
give
Deathstroke, I
him.
think.
Oh yeah, that was your second one.
Yeah.
So for Ragnar versus Soul Bad Guy, we thought, okay, since he's still kind of new to this, and I think I helped out a bit with Deadpool Deathstroke. So let's this is his time to shine on his own and make.
We'll give him an easy one.
Yeah, we'll give him one that's kind of like it's fighting game characters. How much is there really to fighting game characters? You know, games,
anime
cutscenes,
fighting
whatever.
game characters. That's the mistake. The fatal
Turns
flaw.
out, yeah,
do you
Blaze
remember-
Blue and Guilty Gear are very complex.
So Nick's, I just heard, just like daily, him just being like, this doesn't make any sense. He just like yell it out. And then also he's just like, come over here. I want you to see how many tabs I have. He's like, I want to take you on a journey because this tab leads to this tab, which leads to this. He's like, to get any answers about Blaze Blue.
Proper noun
It's just
syndrome.
it's just jumping into the deep end of trying to figure out Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. But for me, it was mostly Blaze Blue. That's where,
I think you coined proper noun syndrome after that.
I had seen that somewhere else before. I didn't come up with that.
Okay.
Maybe I was the first to use it in the office. But yeah, there's to get started on researching all these things. I am permanently bonded to this suit. I'm convinced. I don't think this zipper can go down anymore. I'm truly stuck.
No.
You need a lawyer.
Anyway,
This is your choice.
So, like I was saying,
It's very serious.
it's very serious. To figure out Ragna, you start at the fan-made wiki because that's just a good starting place for researching anything. You start there, you verify everything with the source material.
Yeah.
But you start there, and to understand just like the first couple paragraphs, I had like 15 tabs open.
Can you bring
just,
up
like trying to figure out what Seether is, what
Don't put
the
your
Black
hand down
Beast
there.
is.
Bring up a picture of Two-Face, please. I have a plan. But yeah,
You have a plan. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ben, what about you? You've researched so many death battles. What was your most difficult? I think I know the
can't
answer.
I jumped into Naruto Ichigo late, and I definitely felt an impact on that because that one was so complicated that I basically jumped into the research pool as well while it had already been worked on, and that one was definitely tricky to like catch up on because there's so much, especially Ichigo has so many
Oh,
complex.
I remember. I was laughing my ass off because like the way our desks are positioned is like, so I'm here, and then in front of me we had Josh, and then just past Josh is Ben, Gerardo, Nick, right? And so they're all talking about this, and every time Ben thinks he has it figured out, it's like, well, you think that, but this form, and like it just kept going, and I'm just watching Ben be like, what is this shit?
So you were laughing from the height of your 22-foot ceiling.
Yes, that's exactly what I was doing.
Because you didn't have to do that stuff anymore.
Ooh.
But in terms of early episodes, it's not necessarily the hardest, but the like most surprising and weirdest was Starscream Rainbow Dash. Just because like I remember watching the Transformers cartoon as a kid and liking
Put it
it.
in the bucket.
God, what are you, a child?
Yeah, there's
What's
a bucket
happening
right
here?
there.
Yeah, it's just ice now.
Like,
Would have known.
jeez.
All right, anyway, I remember watching Transformers as a kid and being like, this is awesome, giant robots. And watching My Little Pony, I think season 1 was out at the time. It was weird watching both of them back to back because I realized that the original Transformers cartoon kind of sucks. It aged real poorly, and it's really hard to watch, especially when you're binging a bunch in order to get research done in 3 weeks. And My Little Pony, the new one, is strangely like way better paced and written. It was a very bizarre experience, basically, but that stands out to me. Either way, the whole point of this conversation was
Research
to say
is hard.
that after season 1, there was I was looking for help for research because it's hard and it's hard to put all of it together in a cohesive way. So I was trying to find people. We didn't have any budget for Death Battle at that time. Like we barely were able to afford an animator back then. And so I was looking for people who might be able to help on a volunteer basis, at least at first. And it just so happened that there was a group of fans who created something called the official Death Battle fan blog.
Yep.
And they would, every time we would announce a matchup, they would create a blog that would predict who would win. And each one of them would go through so much research to like really piece together their opinions on who would win. And I was looking at this blog and thinking, this is exactly what I'm doing every day. These guys could be perfect. I recognized a lot of the names as G1s who had been with Screw Attack for years. And those guys, I reached out to them, asked them to join, help out. and they have been with us ever since, or at least most of them.
And then we got
some
to the
people
point
have
where we
joined
could
since
pay
then.
them?
Yeah, some people have joined since then. Some people have left, but for the most part, a large majority of them have stuck around since the beginning. Ultra Guy, Max, Akuma, Lousy, and then joining later was Liam and Hero Shade, and those guys have been our main researchers for 5 years at this point.
Yep.
And we were finally able to pay them later on, thanks to Rooster Teeth.
Yep.
And
Chad.
It was in Chad, of course, in his 50-foot ceilings. But it's been awesome working with these guys for so long. And actually, Liam is writing the episode that comes up next, Ultron versus Sigma. So I'm really excited to keep giving these guys more opportunities and have them, working on the show, because they really do understand Death Battle. And as a versus show with so many factors, that is a difficult thing to do. It is such a complicated project. I think everybody here can attest to that.
That's why I get so mad when people be like, their research is wrong. They don't research nothing. You know how many fucking researchers we got? And we got to pay money out of our fucking budget for the research. Fuck you, commenter.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Yeah.
No, everybody.
What he said,
No, like
Sam last week and now Torian this week.
No,
No, but he's right.
Not fuck the fans. They're great. Fuck these people telling us that we don't do research when this man just sat here for 10 minutes talking about how much we invest in researchers.
Oh. You
Like-
mean
and
people
we
who
do
say
our
we
own
just don't
research.
research whatsoever?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because we do spend a lot of time, and these guys spend so much time of their months, of their weeks, of their years working with us to research all these things about these characters. It is understandable that people might interpret things differently. That is what makes Death Battle such a complicated project, and really getting a team together that understands one vision of how this show should be constructed, how things should be interpreted, is actually really difficult. And these guys are awesome at that. So I actually have a video from one of the researchers, Max. He made a video for his own channel, Max A Few Trades, talking about his experiences with Death Battle and what Death Battle means to him. And I got a little clip from that it really meant something. So let's go ahead and bring that up.
I somehow, one way or another, stumbled upon Yoshi, which I just so happen to actually have right here, versus Riptor of Killer Instinct. I was there for all of the original early milestones. I remember back when Dr. Eggman versus Dr. Wily was coming out, and they would upload small little snippets showing which Robot Masters and Badniks would be put into the fight. And obviously I was there for the insane wait that plagued the original Superman vs. Goku. For obvious reasons, it was a huge undertaking. It was after that episode finally came out that I noticed a certain blog called the Official Death Battle Fan Blog, and they were having like a write-in sort of thing. So I was like, why not? I'll throw something out there. And so I ended up writing a pretty lengthy amount of stuff about why I liked the show, what it meant to me. 2 people took interest in what I wrote. Quote-unquote leader of the fan blog at the time, who liked what I had to say and said asked me if I wanted to join them. And I figured, well, dang, sure, inclusion. Yay, maybe friends? I don't know. I got another message that I never in a million years would have thought I would have gotten. From the creator of Death Battle. It was Ben Singer. And the first episode I ended up helping on at all was He-Man versus Lion-O. And I was also really, really proud because one of the jokes I wrote in my notes that I sent to them got into the episode itself. And that blew my mind. It's like, they read it and they liked it and they used it and it just made me feel so great.
Lion-O wears a manly sports bra and wrestling shorts and doesn't seem to own anything else. Guess someone forgot to pack, clothes for the interplanetary trip.
Being involved with this silly internet show has changed my life in massive ways, all for the better. And to everybody who works on the show, I just appreciate each and every one of you so much for just giving me a place that I can be me. And hey, here's to hopefully another 100 episodes. And hopefully I'll be with them until then. Take care.
Max, you're such a sweetheart.
But now I hate you because I'm sad.
Good guy Ben over
In a
here,
good way.
giving people friends.
Max has helped me on, I think pretty much every single fight I've written for Death Battle. he is at least in some way, shape, or form.
He also got his like channel where he like critiques the videos and stuff. So that was like some of my first like animation criticism.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you, Max. I'll get better. I'll get better next time. You wait and see.
Yeah.
Max used to do reaction videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, before he brought them on as official members of the team.
Yeah, he was one of the first people that did that. I remember the first time I ever met Max. Yeah, super nice dude, but it's funny because Max was cool. Like, he has some social anxiety. Like, and so, like, I just remember, like, having a conversation with him, and he's just like, I'm really happy I'm here, but also, like, you know, and I was just like, dude, thanks so much.
Was it at
Yeah,
SBC?
SBC. It was at the...
I met him there too.
I did too.
He was a really
He
sweet
talks
guy.
all about that in the full video.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, I highly recommend if you're
great.
interested checking out his
Three
video.
face.
Oh my god.
Don't read
Just
it.
totally derailing that.
I know, we're having this, like, sweet moment.
Three face. Fuck his hair up.
No.
Oh, is this your plan?
Yeah, I was trying to make Nick...
Oh.
Yeah, you can do it better.
You
There
just
we go.
hold your arm over your face.
My nose.
I love that we're having this
I
touching
tried it.
moment.
Screen works. Yeah, just hold your hand there. It'll be fine.
Oh, now he's not even there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Pretty similar now.
Anyway,
But yeah, no, it was really cool meeting Max, and he's been a huge part of the team, and so have all of our researchers, man. Like, they've really, really, really helped us out in, like, refining our process, making it more efficient, and just cutting down the strain on a lot of these guys. Like,
Yeah, and every episode consistently keeps getting better because people like them are there to back us up and help us make them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I highly recommend every episode of Death Battle has credits listing everybody who works on it, including the research team members, animators, et cetera, music guys. Yeah, I haven't even talked about our musicians. Aaron, Werewolf, Werewolf.
Looking at
Brandon.
when we did Sonic, the two Sonic Marios back to back, that was one big thing too. Is our music has gotten so much better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so I highly recommend just looking at the credits, seeing those names. If you're interested at all, check out, look up those names because a lot of them have their own YouTube channels or Spotify's.
Or making
songs
their
they
own
put
music.
out. Yeah, putting out stuff of their own, and they're all awesome people. And I highly recommend checking out what they put out on their own. Yeah. And thank you again to all of our animators, researchers, musicians, writers, editors, et cetera. There's so many people.
And of course, you guys for watching.
So hard. And of course, yes, you guys for supporting us for 100 episodes of Death Battle, and now 100 episodes of Death Battle Cast.
Yeah.
Literally the week after 100 episodes of Death Battle.
I
which is
can't believe
weird.
we've done 100 of these.
How many costumes do you think?
It is kind of surprising, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I
after-
feel like we started. I mean, I guess I was gonna say I feel like we started like 2 years ago, but I guess it is like 100. So yeah.
That is about right. Yeah.
2 weeks a year,
I did the quick maths, and I was like, oh yeah, that is right. Yeah, that's right.
Also, I'd just like to take a moment and apologize for Sam calling you all cunts last week.
What?
What?
Don't apologize for that.
Ben said that in Sudden Death.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I didn't
Oh,
call
sorry.
people cunts.
Yeah.
It wasn't a C word. He called you all twats. My bad.
Yeah.
I didn't want.
yeah.
Sorry to
I was
misquote
just-
you, Sam.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have looked
I
like a
did not
dick.
call people them.
I don't think I look
cunts.
like a dick.
When it was whatever. It was the episode where we were ranking the swear words.
Yeah, you
was the
did.
outro.
That was sudden death, I think.
Yep.
Oh, that
You
was
did.
a joke.
It was good,
Yeah,
Ben.
yeah.
That was a
I know.
joke.
Well, of course it was.
We're all joking.
You got to pay for that content.
Okay. Yeah, the way you made it sound was that I had called all of our fans cunts, like
But you
in
did.
an offensive way.
You did, though.
That's not what I did.
That's what
All right,
happened.
moving on. There's
wasn't the
there's
real
one more
trash
thing to
can.
do. There's one more thing to do before we get to the community death battle. We're way over time. Thank you,
Well-
broadcast, for putting up with us. Let's
We
bring
warned
up
them.
this art. There's a piece of art.
Here's an art.
A piece of art
Oh, yeah, this is super cool.
that you wanted.
Oh,
This is from Shadow Rocks. So he tweeted at me and saying that this was his way of saying congrats for reaching 100 videos and to show how he pictured the things that they talked about. So, like,
That's awesome.
I know, and they brought, so, like, I have a literal boomstick.
Poor Noel, about to get
Eaten by
ripped
T-Rex?
by a T-Rex.
Yeah, because Noel's afraid of T-Rexes.
also, too.
Is Sean's hand on fire because he hit me in the nuts?
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
great.
I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
And Ben's terrified of clowns?
No, I am a
turtle.
secret clown.
You're a
remember?
Oh, that's right, secret clown.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a turtle.
Sam just doesn't want to hear any of our shit.
No, it's
or
not
loud
the
things
ears.
in
I don't
general.
know what's. I got also. It looks
got
like,
like
I
a
have some
super
sort of
A bandolier?
materia belt.
It's called a bandolier.
No, not a bandolier. I mean on the actual belt, I have like materia on.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Dang, that's
Really
some awesome
cool.
artwork. Thank you so much.
That's dope.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and also thanks to all of the talented
I
artists
love
in
it
the
when
community
people
that
do
submit so
stuff
many
like
cool fan
this,
art.
because you just made a new profile picture for me, and I love it.
Hey.
And that's perfect. When you crop that into you plugging your ears,
Yeah, I'm gonna be
it's like,
like,
a
yeah.
just perfect representation of you. Like
Fucking thanks, bud. You're the best.
either that or that could be your profile picture.
This?
Yeah, you in the fur coat, with
I
the
love that,
sunglasses,
actually.
doing a thumbs up.
That should be
It's
like
never
your
a real
headshot.
picture.
And that's
Your
why we
headshot.
need to see who's
Speaking
fighting in the.
of which, Sam, I believe this is your time to talk.
It is my time.
What?
Well, Chad,
your favorite game.
We have another sponsor today.
What?
And that would be PUBG Mobile. Let me tell you all about this. In an experience that IGN calls a remarkable technical achievement, PUBG Mobile is the official mobile version of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, featuring highly intuitive and customizable controls. One of the very best mobile games available. It's also free to play, which, if you don't know, not paying anything is hella dope. So don't, just play it for free. Also, you can enjoy eye-popping graphics, super smooth controls, and a variety of exciting play modes. Survive, pulse pounding, and that is true. I've played way too much pub in my life.
Pulse pound.
How many hours in pub do you have?
Over 1,300.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah. A lot. Like I've been in the top 100 players before. Like, I mean, I have played way too much of this video game. And the mobile version on its side is dope, especially if you're at work and your boss ain't looking. You can be like, hit up some pup.
See,
Get
this
some
is why I
chicken
have high
dents,
ceilings.
You know? Why you have high ceilings?
What?
So, survive the pulse-pounding 100-player battles on a remote island filled with danger and opportunity. Make your way through sprawling rural and urban environments as you scavenge weapons, vehicles, and supplies inside a relentless, shrinking battle zone. Mix it up with different play modes that include teaming up to 3 or more players, or up to 3 players. And you can also do other play modes like War Mode, Mini Zone, or Quick Matches for fast-paced arcade-style play. Drop in, gear up, and stay alive as long as you can. No Techie declares Pub Mobile the daddy of battle royales, or as Gerardo would say, Papi Royale. Defeat every player, stay in the zone.
What?
I don't know, it's Spanish. I just.
What's that, Spanish?
Papi Royale sounds funny. Stay in the zone, and before you know it, you'll be shouting your victory cry, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Download the official mobile version of PlayerUnknown's Battleground for free. Go to your Android or iOS app store and type PUBG Mobile. That's PUBG Mobile. Collect a special reward using the link and promo code provided in the episode description. Yeah, you can see that
Ours
right
is
there. That is a nice little
Hose
Mickey boy right
Bazaars.
there. Yeah, and that's visit pubmobile.com, redeem/global, and use code HOAZBZUSR.
Poppy Mobile? Is that what you said?
It's a lot of fun. And as far as mobile games go, it is exceptionally impressive. I don't know if y'all have played mobile games. Most of them are stupid. This one is like an actual game where you do stuff. So go give it a try because it's dope.
Sam, can you say rural for me one more time?
The rural juror.
No, you just went
What?
raw.
Yeah, it's
Like,
that
it's
rural.
just-
It's that rural. See how the mouth works?
Roar.
Rur. Rur. That's a rur. Y'all don't know nothing about that rur.
As
That's
you
it.
put
Good
your
game.
fur
Go
coat
play.
back on.
Thank
Play
you
it
so
now.
much.
It's so
PUBG.
free. Have
It's
y'all heard
so,
about
like-
free? $0 is what that means.
I don't pay
okay?
for shit.
All right, it's time for the
$8.
community death battle.
Pay for stuff, Ben?
Everyone
You don't pay
pays
for Pub Mobile
stuff.
because that's
It's
free.
time. It's time to talk about Archie Sonic versus the Flash, which we talked about a little bit last week.
Lightning round.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you again,
Lightning round of
broadcast, for
what?
putting up with us for so long.
I brought
We are over
Brian a
time.
beer while
but,
you were.
but I love all you guys. This has been an awesome episode.
Yeah.
So, Archie Sonic versus the Flash. As always, with our community death battles, you can send us your answers and tell us who you think would win and why using hashtag DeathBattleCast. And we have some answers from you guys right now. Let's bring up the answer for Sonic, Archie Sonic from Arctic Ace. And Arctic Ace says that Sonic wins. It has been shown that his ultrasonic form can vibrate his molecules fast enough to travel to another dimension, manipulate non-living matter by changing its atomic structure, and has the power to open a portal to trap people in the zone of silence, basically a prison. So, I mean, that's the thing for Ultrasonic. He's got a lot of powers.
Sometimes I wish I could trap Sam in the zone of silence.
Damn.
Wow.
You and Sam hate each other.
No.
Where did you
he's
find
been-
the tiara?
Right? That's
It's
why I
just
put
been
it
here.
on. I turned it around and there was a tiara on it.
Was it always there?
Yeah,
Apparently.
I think so.
I didn't realize.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm a extra pretty tiara squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably have this up too, shouldn't I? In the Halloween spirit or whatever. Okay.
God.
So,
Or Ben was, I just thought you were slowly screaming as this
That was
went
the
on.
laziest.
Oh yeah. Let me just keep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Before
talking
I mean,
Yeah, there
eventually
you
I'm gonna
go.
get to a point where there's no pants.
Show me
It's
that-
really hot.
show
so
me
I
that
took off my
secret
pants.
clown.
There's nothing under this. if we
before
keep going.
I get to saying more things about this, what's the argument we got for the Flash?
Well, let's go ahead and bring that up. It's from Bobby Lee. And Bobby Lee says, Speed Force users can steal kinetic energy, either stopping them momentarily like Jay Garrick did with Superman, or far worse, like Wally West turning people into living statues like Zoom or Inertia. Sorry, but Sonic is just too slow for this Flash fight.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
last sentence is kind of wins
So
it for me.
here's this entire argument, and I think I know enough about both characters. See, the rude dude. That's why.
The higher your
point
ceilings,
is-
the ruder you are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Keep doing your argument.
I mean, that would. The higher the ceilings, the more likely you are to be Republican for sure.
Piece of wood
But
now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my gosh.
I have these Jedi powers. Don't worry.
Almost
Knock
got
them
my-
fucking woods
That
away.
was so close to hitting my screen.
I mean,
Could have been problematic.
Yeah, Sam, you dick.
Well, wait, okay, if that happens, who's buying you a new one? Chad. It's
Yeah,
fine.
there you
That's
go.
true.
Okay.
That's
Which
true.
is billions of dollars.
My point is,
Dude,
though,
this is a production. The company.
is the thing, because what we said, did we say Barry Allen or Wally West?
Barry.
Barry Allen.
We did say
Barry
Barry. We
Allen.
talked about that last week.
So in Barry Allen is essentially the more so than the other ones are Speed Force users, but more so Barry Allen is the Speed Force owner.
This guy did Flash versus Quicksilver. He wrote
Yeah,
it, by the way.
and
This guy. This guy.
Barry Allen
So-
owns the Speed Force?
I think the
He's
way
the
it works
originator of
is so pretty much the way it works is like, and it's awkward because we do also know that he thinks in attoseconds, right? But like you showed that little bit, like last week you showed that little bit from Sonic, he did a little thing where he scooped up some water in less than an attosecond. So Sonic can
Close to an
move faster than, dude, you're fucking this shit up. Stop ruining broadcast day. Somebody's gonna
Damn,
fucking-
Sam's getting
somebody,
pissy.
you can't throw ice. Somebody's gonna slip in the dark, dude. You
I
want somebody to
was
fucking
going. I
practice
was
the
going to
dork?
say. I was going to say you've been spending too much time with the
throw
achievement
some
hunter guy.
dry shit, sure,
Clearly.
but you can't be throwing what's gonna be a wet spot later.
I'm
that's,
sorry, I
that's
didn't
a
think
slip
you'd be
hazard.
all pissy
slip
about it.
hazard. No, I'm saying like, have you seen what bananas do in video games? That's what ice does
That
in
shit
real life.
isn't
Made
real.
a whole weapon
Check.
about it in Mario.
Video
Kart.
game.
Anyways, Sonic can move faster than the Flash can think, but if the Flash knows to act before Sonic can move, he can stop him with the Speed Force. So
Brooke,
it's
what
just
are you
like,
eating?
who the fuck knows the fight's happening first to
some.
win? If they
gonna
both
say
find out at
Flash,
the same
Speed
second,
Force.
Get some. It's good on catechist.
What's
I don't
this?
think so.
Hey.
What is that?
It's an
Cake
eyeball.
ball, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have it?
Oh shit, it's an
A
eyeball.
cookie?
Our Halloween catering. You look great, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like somebody's mom. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, she's what is it, the 50s housewife or something? Yeah?
50s house mom.
50s house mom?
Yep. House
Apparently.
mom.
I didn't know there were house moms, but
Let's.
House moms are likely
House moms?
My point
housewives
was-
to somebody else.
I honestly, even though I think,
Hey! Oh God, no!
Oh, I know
It's
this
the
picture.
10 Benz. It's the 10 Benz picture.
yes.
Anyway, Flash.
me.
I vote Flash.
Man, you look like you're about to fuck somebody up.
Oh no! With him creepily peering out.
I mean, this was me versus Ben 10, right?
Yeah.
10 of me versus
Ben
Ben
10 versus 10 Benz is a great.
Which I was sick during, so I didn't even get to give an argument. But either way,
Nope.
my thing
Sorry,
is,
finish it.
if Archie can do a finishing blow in less than 1 attosecond, Archie Sonic wins. If he can't, then the Flash clearly wins, because then the Flash can think and react.
So who are you voting for?
I think, well, that's the thing. Like in the death battle, essentially, we think like one thing we always have to ask is like, who would win if they both started off in the very first instance with their killing blows, essentially, with their strongest move? And in that case, Sonic would win. So if he tried to immediately eliminate him in less than an attosecond, Sonic would win that fight.
I'm gonna say Flash, Speed Force.
Yeah, but that's the other. If Flash even has an opportunity to react, Speed Force wins.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Come on, what? I ate mine.
Yeah, thank you.
You know,
Yeah, I'll
no, fuck them.
You got one.
You already got one.
Damn it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brooke.
It's the company Halloween party here in like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So everybody's dressed
I'm
up and
dropping
having
cake
fun.
ball.
Apparently, I'm going as Umbreon.
Apparently you are.
You'll be hot as fuck.
Yeah.
There's gonna be so
Hold
many
on, real
fucking-
fast.
You know how many people
Which
work
way
here?
did you mean that?
Yeah, sexually or temperature?
Oh, both.
Okay.
I'm the one
yeah.
I'm the one who offered Ben lunch.
If you
I interpret it
know
as
who,
both,
like
though.
the kind of people that work here, both.
Yeah. Like, I mean, look at me.
True.
Look at me. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah, oh my
I
God.
would do it with these party hats on.
Watch out, Ben. There might be a raid on you later.
I'm the one who offered him lunch for favor.
Okay. So just to wrap this up,
Flash.
you think Flash just because of the
Speed Force.
You think that alone is enough?
Yes.
My question is, are we giving Sonic like rings and the
No, so I can be right.
What?
aside from Chad, are we giving Sonic rings and the Emerald and like just
He has
energy?
to.
Honestly,
Yeah.
why not?
To get his super forms.
Yeah.
Because if he goes Ultrasonic, yeah, he wins.
Yeah.
Like, there's no question. He can just turn Flash into dust. Because apparently he can do that.
Keep in mind, Flash can outrun death, but
How the fuck does that work?
It would be ridiculous to
Right,
do
it
like
really
an
would.
actual
What do you
death
mean
battle.
outrun
How you
death?
outrun
Is
death?
like an actual specter?
there's a Black Flash that is like death.
Oh, like in the TV show.
Yeah, and he outruns him at one point.
Oh,
He also,
Black Racer.
in the process of doing that, he
Usain
outruns
Bolt?
time too. In like a non-relativistic way, he goes so far in the future by running so fast that there is nothing left. Like the universe ends as well.
That's
So
part of creating post-credits,
Eyeball is
right?
delicious.
I believe that's part of the whole Flashpoint thing. Yeah.
Because he goes into the Speed Force as part of that.
All right.
Yeah.
Either way,
Rattle it off. Flash. Nick. Cake Ball. Torian.
wait,
Bro.
which one? Which one?
Sonic.
Sonic? Flash
Yeah.
Sonic?
Sonic.
Sonic.
2 Sonics, 1 Flash?
Sonic.
3 Sonics? Oh,
I
boy.
know, I know what
Baker's
you're
dozen,
voting
he
I
for.
mean,
won't
I'd like
matter
to say
anymore.
Sonic.
Baker's dozen.
If we are giving him all of his super forms, yeah, Sonic.
Yeah.
So that's 1
Exactly.
Flash, 4 Sonics, which is crazy. But I do think that this is worth further discussion. But, as always,
I
we
thought he
leave it
used
to
to
you
be
guys.
like, we're doing this death battle. I was like, I'm not doing this death battle. That one sounds like
Sam?
ass.
Crazy death
Sam,
battle.
if anyone were gonna do that death battle, who do you think we
Oh, it would be me. I already did
Already done
Flash.
Flash.
But, oh my God, that would be annoying. Like,
I mean, I've already, well, I haven't read all of Archie Sonic, but
yeah,
I know most
it
of it.
can
Yeah.
be great.
Okay, so with every community death battle, we do hand it over to you guys with a poll. So let's go ahead and bring that up and see what you guys thought.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Flash
That's
does win.
right. That's
okay,
right,
we didn't really
everybody.
talk-
Fuck, Sonic.
We didn't really talk too much about Flash stealing his kinetic energy, and if he's able to do that to Sonic,
right.
he would basically
Well, that's
win,
the thing.
so.
He is able to do that. The Speed Force is, in general, controls all speeds, and that does. And that's also another thing. We also know that the Speed Force does not extend to separate universes. In instances where the Flash has moved into different universes, the Speed Force has not moved with him. It's only in.
We would still give him the Speed Force.
Yeah,
like,
but,
unless
like,
Sonic could somehow
That's the thing.
take him to another
Even
universe.
if the Flash like moved to Marvel universe and like some of the crossovers, he does not have the Speed Force in their universe. It's only in the DC side of things.
Flash wins, y'all
So
suck.
the thing is like,
There you go.
yeah, if you give it to him though, and like once again, if he has at least 1 attosecond to react before he dies, then he does win.
All right.
So it's just
Seems
whether
like
or
a
not
pretty close
Sonic
match.
could kill him in less
Really,
than
really
an
close.
attosecond.
All right. Well, thank you everybody who voted on that
Yeah.
and sent in answers. It's really cool seeing what you guys have to say about these matchups. And one of the things we do with community death battles is we do kind of trial run some potential death battles. So maybe this will show up as a death battle one day because it seems like it'd be kind of interesting.
Sam's
maybe.
excited
I don't know.
about it.
Actually, we
Yeah,
did
I
do.
I mean, that's the argument boils down to answering
got it.
one question.
Clearly.
So it's not super difficult, but that question's going to take some
Well, you
research.
say that now.
Well, I do want to bring
Yeah.
up, like, we did do Ultron versus Sigma as a community death battle, like, a year ago. And now it's a death battle.
Hey.
So.
It could happen. Use that hashtag death battle.
Who won
guys.
the community battle? Do we remember?
I don't remember.
Questions? Comments?
Like, you could go back. The Death Battle Wiki, fortunately, records all that stuff.
Oh,
so
sweet.
I always check that to make sure that we don't do a repeat community death battle, which is awesome. Thank you to everybody who runs that.
Thank you guys for watching.
And then, well, we've got the community death battle for next week.
Of course.
Real fast. And I know we're like 20 minutes over schedule.
That's fine.
But,
Don't worry about it, man.
100th episode.
Next week we are doing, because it's Halloween, Pyramid Head versus Nemesis.
Ooh.
Silent Hill versus Resident Evil.
Ooh, some
This is
freaky
one that
shit.
I've actually wanted to talk about for a long
That
time
sounds
because
fun.
I've
Can you kill Pyramid Head in the game?
thought about
I don't
doing
know.
this as a death battle
He's
before.
real good at just ripping the skin off people in
I don't
one
know.
go.
I would love to see.
It's a great ability.
That shit fucked
I
me up
really
when I
was
first seen
I
that.
really want to see what you guys think about this matchup. Who would win and why? Let us know using hashtag DeathBattleCast on Twitter. We'll talk about it next week and get to the bottom of who would win. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yep.
Thank you again so much for
Yeah.
supporting us
Nick,
for
down,
so
down.
long.
Episodes. Wait, oh.
Is there a
Wait.
100?
Oh, here we go. Congrats.
100. You found it.
On!
100
Episode.
Yeah. Honk honk.
That's great.
Down honk.
No,
Thank-
I'm not gonna hog it.
Thank you again for joining us. Thank you
What?
so much.
Oh, wait. Love
What? There's more? There's more? Oh, there's more.
broadcast.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, broadcast.
Thank you,
Broadcast.
broadcast. Like,
And thank you
straight up,
guys.
these guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fucking
Broadcast
amazing.
camera.
Hey. No.
Yeah, can we take it to you guys?
Praise them.
Praise them.
Yeah.
Thank you for the keg.
Yes. Oh my God. Like, I remember when we used to shoot this back in Dallas before we moved.
And it was still Brian.
Yeah, it was still Brian, but it was like so.
Hey.
But now he has help.
But now he has help.
And a team. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, Mike's like, don't forget about me, bitch. Sorry. I run the sounds.
We love you too, Mike.
That's true, Mike. You're
We love all
amazing.
you
I
guys.
love you.
And you guys too. What the fuck was that?
my
Yes!
lord.
Yes. You did it.
No, it was your shit.
fuck you, you
Because
broke
I'm on a piece of fucking wood because you broke the goddamn chair. You bent every chair in here, and now we have to put wood to supplement it. So
All
if
right,
it popped
hey,
out.
thanks for joining us for
How much
episode
fun I got a
100.
fat ass.
Please join us for
Not
the
your
death
fault
of your
because you
first
fucking
members.
lean back and bounce
We will
on
see you
shit.
next
People
week
like
on
it.
Death Battle Cast. Bye bye.
Screaming too.